Let's ask ourselves a question. Do you know the proverb, the insatiable one spends the night purging, grasp all, lose all? But have we ever truly paused to ask, are we the insatiable ones, or are we people who have found what we need? In this era, the world wants us to be one thing, a consumer. It wants us to be hoarders. The world does not want us to limit our desires. In fact, it pushes us, saying, why limit yourself? Why hold back? There is plenty more, add more, repeat it. It has molded our minds so that we find it impossible to say enough. But what is the result of all this? We hoard more, we buy more, we entertain ourselves more, yet the satisfaction is missing. We feel a sense of emptiness. So, is it necessary to limit desire? Or is desire something that shouldn't be limited? Today, we will examine this deep issue from the perspective of psychology, the lives of great people, and our own daily lives. The answer might change your life. Stay with us. When we speak of limiting desire, poverty or lack might come to the minds of many. But that is not the issue. We are not talking about what you have, but about how you feel inside. From a psychological perspective, limiting desire encompasses three fundamental points. The first and main point, the ability to say enough. Let's look at it simply. Say you love bananas. You eat one, it tastes good. You might eat a second or a third. But at a certain stage, the taste diminishes, or your stomach gets full. The question lies here, do you listen when your body tells you enough? Or do you keep pushing just because the banana is there and it tasted sweet earlier? Limiting desire means, even if you have the capacity to buy a kilo of bananas, you have the wisdom to stop after eating what suffices you. It is the ability to say, I know this is enough for me, and I know I can have it again tomorrow for its benefit, so I will stop here. The second point, control. We don't just abandon things because we don't need them or they aren't useful. We may leave them even if we need them. Why? To prove that the desire is under my control. It is the capacity to decide, I need it, it is useful, but I do not want it right now. When I want it, I will do it. This is freedom. The third point, self-discipline. This is about building a fence for oneself. It means measuring my success, the taste of things, and their value by the boundaries I have created, not by the standards the world gives me. I become free not because I do everything I want, but because I can limit what I want. I am the leader, I am the driver, I am the controller. It is reaching the level of superiority where you say, my desires do not drag me, I lead my desires. Let's raise a question here. Which one do we limit? Basic needs or the rest? As humans, we need food, shelter, and clothing. These are needs. On the other hand, there are things that make us happy if we have them, but won't ruin our lives if we don't. These are wants. If you asked me to describe limiting desire in one word, I would call it moderation, knowing the limit. There is a beautiful idea in sacred scriptures. When the fathers interpret the phrase, do not get drunk, they say, it doesn't mean do not drink at all, rather, it means do not overturn the barrel. It means tasting, thanking the Creator, and using it properly. It's not about guzzling until you pass out or lose yourself. It is about setting a limit. Even clothing can become a sickness. Just buying, and buying. Stacking clothes you never wear is a psychological condition in itself. Hoarding. This is where moderation is needed. It is crucial to set a limit by asking, what do I actually need? What do I truly want? Let's take the world's greatest investor, Warren Buffett. This man is one of the top billionaires in the world. He has the capacity to buy factories. Yet, he drives a car that is 10 years old. The house he lives in isn't a compound the size of a city, but an ordinary, modest home. People ask him, this doesn't suit your status. But what was his reply? I buy what I like to do, not what I can buy. Do you see? He doesn't stretch his desires just because he has the capacity. He gives billions of dollars to charity. It's not because he lacks money, but because he has defined his limit. This is enough for me, this is what I want. Greed comes from the inability to say enough. If you don't draw your line, even if the whole world were yours, it wouldn't be enough. Some say, desire is naturally infinite. However, I agree with the idea that we are the ones who stretch desire like a rubber band. Take the desire for food, for example. Biologically, our body needs energy. That is nature. But how many times a day should I eat? How much should I eat? We are the ones who decide that. We are the ones who train it. The human capacity for adaptation is faster than we think. If you were someone who got full on 2 slices of bread, but you ate 4 slices for 3 days, after the 3rd day, your body won't accept those 2 slices anymore. It will say, "It's too little." Your desire has stretched. Our desire has no limit, it keeps widening. Unless we say, "This is my limit," and stop it, it will keep stretching, expanding, and leading us into a bottomless pit. That is why limiting desire requires practice. When a baby is born, it sleeps most of the time. That is nature, it needs sleep. But as it grows, it cannot sleep that much. Just as we reduce our sleep time and adjust our waking hours according to the limits nature gave us, we must also train our other desires. Even the desire for sexual intimacy is natural, but it requires limitation and practice. Saying "I will do it whenever I want, with whoever I want" is animalistic. Restraining desire and saving it for the right time, the right person, and the right condition is the path to finding true satisfaction. Limiting desire does not mean losing happiness. In fact, it is preparing to receive something even more delightful. Think of wine. If a person presses grapes and drinks the wine immediately, the taste is not the same as wine that has been stored and aged for 10 years. Defeating the immediate impulse that says drink it just because you want it now, or because you smell it now, and instead saying, "Wait, let it stay. It is better when it matures in its own time." This is called delayed gratification. This works in life, in marriage, and in work. If we insist on grasping everything that comes along right now, life tomorrow becomes ugly. If you finish everything now, what new thing will you have tomorrow? Many people fall into unwanted addictions and unnatural lifestyles because they have exhausted the satisfaction they should have received naturally, and are now searching for a new sensation. Let me tell you a story an elder shared with me. A mother went to the hospital with her sick child. She met a doctor she knew, so she could have gone straight in without queuing or processing a card. But what did she say? "Who am I? While all these people are suffering and waiting in line, should I enter through the back door to get treated? Like everyone else, I will take a spot in line and enter when my turn comes." Do you see? She had the opportunity. She had the capacity. But she limited her desire. Why? For her conscience, for the respect of others, and for justice. Limiting desire is a pinnacle of superiority that reaches this level. What price do we pay for not limiting desire? 1. Resource scarcity. Mahatma Gandhi said, "The world has enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed." When one accumulates excessively, they are taking another's share. When you buy and hoard more than a kilo just because you have money, you are depriving the person who needs that 1 kilo for their home. 2. Loss of satisfaction. Many people have grasped many things, but they have no satisfaction. They ask, "What is the point?" If you don't use what you have in moderation, it loses its value. As the saying goes, gold in hand is counted as copper. 3. Well-being. Many people run day and night to gather money for insatiable desires. The result? They lose their health. They then use the accumulated money to treat the illness. A wealthy man finished building a massive commercial building, and people congratulated him. But he responded with tears, "I finished building my building, but I found my children destroyed." His children had fallen into bad addictions. Because he was greedy for the building, giving no time or attention to his social life or his family, he gained one thing but lost the other. This is the consequence of not limiting desire. Especially now, when holidays approach, it is a time when we stretch our desires. How do we limit them? 1. Ask why. What is the meaning of the holiday? Is it eating and drinking, or is it togetherness? We must distinguish the main thing from the secondary. If the main point is love and caring, nothing is lost even if the food is less. 2. Gratitude. In psychology, there is gratitude therapy. Before counting what we lack, let us count what we have. Gratitude is the best medicine for limiting desire. 3. Mental stomach stapling. Let's recall Professor Malacca. He was a famous surgeon. He worked on a procedure that narrows the stomach size, stomach stapling, so people eat less and feel full. We need to perform this kind of narrowing work on our minds and desires. Not with technology, but with our own consciousness. We need mental surgery that says, "This is enough for me." Finally, limiting desire does not mean hating growth, change, or creating new things. Absolutely not. We are talking about hoarding and greed. We should not live like animals with the feeling of let me eat everything in front of me, I don't care about tomorrow. What distinguishes humans from animals is the ability to think of tomorrow and save today. If you do not limit your desires, you will always remain like a child. Because it is only a child who does not know the answer to when is it enough. An adult knows their limit. So, the choice is yours. Will you limit your desires, enjoy moderation, and take control of your life? Or will you become a slave to endless wants, running and panting, yet living without satisfaction? Give the answer to yourself.